Anyway, as long as the girl has awakened.
In a world where pixel art refuses to stay retro, 2025 is delivering open-world adventures so massive, your thumbs might need a vacation. These aren't your granddad's 8-bit side-scrollers. These are sprawling, lore-rich sandboxes with freedom, danger, romance, and yes, absurd amounts of loot. So when you're slashing through cursed forests, crafting sushi in a ghost town, or fighting off eldritch horrors with a frying pan, these pixel-packed wonders prove that size, style, and storytelling can come in tiny squares. So plug in, gear up, and let's explore 12 of the most addictive, ambitious, and downright beautiful open-world pixel art games you'll play this year.
They hailed Drova as paradise, a realm of hope and promise. But one must not be ensnared by this illusion.
Drova Forsaken Kin. Waking up as a nobody in a hostile, Celtic-inspired world where angry spirits throw tantrums over lost empires isn't exactly the vacation package you booked. But here we are. With nothing but your bare fists and a questionable sense of direction, you'll slowly crawl your way from peasant to powerhouse in a realm that constantly reacts to your decisions. Want to enslave spirits for your own gain? That'll definitely upset Mother Nature. But hey, power's power. Want to keep the natural order intact? Good luck surviving the factions who think spirit shackling is peak progress. This beautifully handcrafted pixel world hides ancient secrets in plain sight, teasing you with clues only a true lore nerd will spot. The flow-based combat demands timing and combo mastery. Mashing buttons like you're scrambling eggs won't cut it. There are teachers to train with, gear to craft, and betrayals to survive. Oh, and the factions? They're not here for moral debates. They want dominance, and your allegiance will flip the script of the entire story. Death Trash. When a cosmic meat beast named Flesh Kraken wants to chat, and the local bar is called the Puke Bar, you know you've stumbled into a wasteland that takes messed up as a compliment. In this gloriously grimy pixel art world, you'll roam across the crusty surface of a doomed planet filled with organic horrors, bizarre tech, sarcastic punks, and more secrets than your browser history. But underneath the filth, there's a surprisingly heartfelt and hilarious RPG that lets you decide how gross or noble you want to be. Combat's real-time, punchy, and unapologetically gory. Guns, blades, stealth, and even barfing are all valid tactical options. Yup, puking is literally a skill, because who needs grenades when you've got stomach trauma? You'll upgrade your stats, craft junk out of other junk, and occasionally pocket things that don't belong to you, like dignity. And if you're feeling generous, grab a buddy for couch co-op and let them join the madness, complete with their own inventory, stats, and the same collective trauma. With handcrafted environments, dark humor, freedom to kill everything, or absolutely nothing, and cosmic horror wrapped in a meat blanket, this one's a deliciously deranged post-apocalyptic sandbox you won't forget. Octopath Traveller II. 8 strangers walk into a continent. No, this isn't a setup to a fantasy joke. It's your next 100-hour commitment, gift-wrapped in glorious pixel art and JRPG drama. Picture a land where steam engines are groundbreaking tech, everyone has a tragic backstory, and somehow it all looks like a Renaissance painting ran through a SNES filter. Welcome to Celestia, where your choices matter, your path diverges, and your party has more emotional baggage than an airport. You'll start with one of 8 travelers, a beast tamer, an amnesiac apothecary, a sultry thief, or even a merchant with a dream to end global poverty. And each of them gets their own branching storyline, turn-based battles, and plot twists worthy of soap operas. Combat's got enough layers to make an onion weep. Path actions change based on day and night, enemies break when you hit their weak spots, and latent powers turn regular folks into one-man boss fights. There's dueling, bribing, pickpocketing, crafting, monster summoning, and even bardic battles. Oh, and once you finish everyone's arc, the final boss arc actually ties everything together in an epic crescendo of cosmic horror and betrayal.
Cuts the flesh, the mind will fall. Slay the seven, save us all. Fulfill what others failed to do.
Morbid, the Seven Acolytes. Let's just say being the last striver isn't exactly the retirement plan you were hoping for. You've trained your whole life just to show up fashionably late to an apocalypse where eldritch gods have body-snatched 7 ultra-deranged bosses and now rule over a land that makes your nightmares look like vacation brochures. No pressure or anything. In this grim, blood-soaked world of Mornia, you're tossed into a pixelated hellscape where sanity is optional and dying is just another step in self-improvement. Combat here is crunchy, cruel, and cathartic. Every fight demanding dodges, stamina control, and choosing whether to slice something or just shoot it in the face with a blessed shotgun. You'll explore swamps, haunted villages, corrupted cathedrals, and probably your own trauma while customizing your striver through perks, runes, loot, and gear that scream, "Yes, I've been through some things." Health, stamina, and sanity all have their own meters. Because hey, why suffer in one way when you can suffer in 3? Top it off with a cinematic orchestral score and mini-bosses that should probably have their own horror movies, and you've got yourself a dark fantasy pixel party you won't forget. Assuming you survive long enough to remember it.
Legends tell of a golden time in years past of great clashes, heroes, and triumphs.
Symphony of War: The Nephilim Saga. So you just graduated from war school and figured you'd be leading a few drills and maybe flexing your sword in a parade? Think again. You're suddenly knee-deep in a rebellion where the kidnapped empress is missing. The world's unraveling faster than a threadbare tunic, and every battle could make or break the fate of an empire. Welcome to your first job. No pressure, Commander. Strategy is the name of the game, but this ain't your standard move unit attack bad guy routine. You'll assemble squads of up to 9 warriors, beasts, mages, gun-toting maniacs, or actual dragons, and maneuver them across massive tactical maps where flanking, terrain, weather, morale, and even squad chemistry matter more than brute force. And yes, you can build squads so tight they fight better just because they like each other. Friendship is warfare, apparently. Liberating towns, maintaining supply lines, upgrading tech, and praying your battlefield promotions don't turn into early retirements via sword to the face. With over 50 classes and an epic story full of betrayal, blizzards, and battlefield poetry, this pixelated war epic has the heart of Fire Emblem and the brains of Total War, all packed into one beautiful tactical beast. Megis Adventure. You wake up on a mysterious island, surrounded by talking animals, dungeon doors that just beg to be opened, and NPCs who treat you like their personal handyman/hero. It's not your typical vacation spot, but hey, the fishing's great, and the monster slaying's even better. Welcome to a retro-styled RPG world where farming, fighting, and forging legendary gear all blend into one massive, pixel-packed time sink you won't want to crawl out of. Built by a lone dev with no ads, no in-app gimmicks, and the sweet promise of future updates for free, a unicorn move in today's market, this game lets you live your best island adventurer life. Whether you're watering mushrooms in your greenhouse, fending off dungeon beasts with dual swords, or bribing grumpy villagers with home-cooked meals, there's always something to do. And the talent tree? Oh yeah, it's got 27 branches of pure build-your-own weirdo magic. You'll pick between swashbuckler, beastmaster, sorcerer, or bard, each with their own class flair, then go on hundreds of side quests that'll unlock relics, reputation boosts, and possibly a best friend in the form of a hamster. It's retro gaming with a modern soul, and a very cozy one at that. Heroes of Hammerwatch II. When your world's overrun by supernatural blight, and the only thing standing between it and complete chaos is your under-equipped hero with questionable fashion choices, yeah, it's go time. In this pixel-perfect fantasy mayhem machine, you're not just smashing skeletons and looting shiny gear. You're diving headfirst into a chaotic RPG playground where every dungeon begs to be explored, and every villager apparently needs your help right now. The moment you spawn, you'll pick from classic RPG classes and be handed not one but 2 energy meters. Because why settle for mana alone when you can also stress manage cooldowns like a fantasy barista juggling spells and arrows? The combat throws you into a frenetic dance of twin-stick shooting, dodging, and desperately mashing the heal button as wave after wave of undead things, giant bugs, and angry mages try to redecorate your face. You've got the freedom to roam anywhere, complete quests in any order, and customize your build with skill trees deeper than your loot bag. Got dead? Pay a gold fee and pop back in like nothing happened. It's fast, flexible, and perfect for fans of pure action RPG carnage wrapped in charming chaos.
So it is you who have defiled these dark halls with your presence.
Chronicon. Welcome to a world where the last evil lies dead, the last quest is completed, and the last chest has been opened. You step into the shoes of a chosen one who gets to relive the memories of the heroes of old through a magical device known as the Chronicon. You'll embark on a journey through 5 large and varied acts, each with its own storyline, as you explore procedurally generated dungeons and areas. With 4 classes to choose from, the Templar, Berserker, Warden, and Warlock, you'll have to master over 900 skills, abilities, and perks to progress. The game features local co-op up to 4 players and remote play together support, allowing you to team up with friends and take on the challenges together. With a deep crafting system that lets you enchant, gem, empower, and inscribe your equipment with runes, and over 400 unique items and 700 items with randomized enchants, you'll have endless options to customize your character and gear. The game also features hardcore mode and endgame content, including randomized dungeons, bosses, and endgame-only crafting mechanics. RPG. Your culinary career kicks off not in a 5-star kitchen, but in a seaside town where the only thing deader than the tourism industry is your restaurant's reputation. Welcome to White Ash Harbor, where you're handed the keys to a fallen food empire and told, "Good luck, kid. No pressure. Just revive the legendary Lee Sequoia, feed the townsfolk, charm the neighborers, and maybe, just maybe, bring this coastal ghost town back to life." But don't expect a linear cooking sim. This is an open-ended RPG where your spatula is just as important as your social skills. You'll hunt in the wild, shop at the market, or harvest ingredients straight from nature's pantry. Want to impress diners with rare, monster-grade meat? Go adventuring. Want to win hearts with your charm and create a foodie cult? That's an option too. Every dish you serve is a choice, every friendship a boost, and every new menu item a little victory in your empire of flavor. The more creative your cuisine, the more your fame spreads, drawing hungry visitors from all corners of the pixelated coast. Food might not save the world, but it just might save this town. Bon appetit, chef.
Package for Ann Flores.
Good morning, darling! It's a beautiful day. Perfect day for a cute skirt.
ANNO Mutationem. You ever wake up in a city where your only options are fight cyborgs, chat with corgis, sling cocktails, or hack your way through secret megacorp bunkers with a sword bigger than your apartment? No? Then step into the stiletto boots of a one-woman wrecking crew on a mission to find her missing brother. And maybe tear apart a few criminal syndicates and viral streamers along the way. You'll seamlessly switch between slick, side-scrolling beatdowns and full 3D exploration in a neon-drenched metropolis that makes Night City look like it's still running Windows 95. It's pixel art on steroids, with cinematic lighting, high-octane combat, and a surprisingly emotional plot packed with conspiracies, virtual consciousness, and emotional AI sidekicks who spam texts like your bestie on Red Bull. Mix melee weapons, firearms, grenades, and anime-level aerial combos until your enemies are nothing but corrupted code on the pavement. Then pause and serve drinks at a bar job you definitely didn't apply for. Want weapon chips and skill upgrades? Earn them. Want fashion? Dress Anne like a cyber assassin on a runway. Hero's Adventure, Road to Passion. You begin as a nobody. No clan, no cool sword, and definitely no legendary title. But give it time, and soon you'll either be revered as a martial arts demigod or feared as the chaotic menace who ruined everyone's tea ceremony. Welcome to the most absurdly detailed wuxia sandbox ever pixel-punched into existence, where kung fu meets consequence, and every inn has at least one dramatic duel brewing inside. You'll roam across 80 cities and villages where shopkeepers have routines, disciples train in courtyards, and shady NPCs are probably planning a rebellion behind the bamboo stalls. The Jianghu is alive, and it remembers. Make a friend? That faction's got your back. Make an enemy? You might want to sleep with one eye open and your sword closer. Mastering martial arts means diving into 300+ techniques, decoding mystical scrolls, or sparring with grizzled warriors who think pain is character building. Want romance? There are 18 bondable ladies waiting. Want legacy? Pass your style to the next playthrough. Or just start random duels with high-rank masters like it's Tuesday. Dawn Remake. Nothing says epic adventure like being sent to investigate a missing lighthouse keeper and ending up fighting an army of darkness, collecting loot like a hoarder on caffeine, and raising monster pets like a Pokemon trainer with a medieval tax problem. Welcome to Montalorn, where every dungeon is handcrafted and every villager has suspiciously time-consuming problems. You'll explore 45+ massive dungeons that are absolutely crawling with danger and loot, like cartoonishly excessive loot. Equipment, cards, creature eggs, crafting materials. You'll need a spreadsheet to keep track of it all. But don't worry, you'll also gain new spells, assign attribute points, and tweak your build until you're the continent's most stylishly overpowered problem solver. Want to hatch pets and raise them into your personal army? Go for it. Want to win card battles in taverns with your hand-built deck? That's a thing too. There's even a fishing minigame where your worm goes to war. Yes, your worm. And yes, it's weirdly intense. And there you have it, 12 gloriously pixelated open worlds, each ready to consume your free time and maybe your sleep schedule too. If you're into tactical swordplay, culinary empires, cosmic horror, or raising kung fu chaos, these games are basically Dungeon Rat's loot pouch. So whatever your flavor, romance, roguelike, or revenge tour, there's a world out there waiting for you to get lost in. Now go forth, chosen one. Your next great pixel quest is only a loading screen away.
The Gatekeeper Project involved this monstrous girl.
None of your concern.
I see. You Batman.